Now, if you remember from our past lessons, the Pharisees keep trying to trick Jesus, and they do it again today. The Pharisees are these guys right here, and they're trying to trick Jesus. It says the Pharisees were a group of people who had lots and lots of laws. Altogether, they had more than 600 laws. Woo! That's a lot of laws. And that's a lot of rules to follow, isn't it? One day, one of the Pharisees said to Jesus, "Teacher, what's the greatest law?" He didn't think that Jesus would be able to pick just one, since there were so many laws. He was trying to trick Jesus. But Jesus knew that the man was trying to trick him. He looked at the man and he smiled. And he said, "Love God with all of your heart, and with all of your soul, and with all of your mind." He said, that is the greatest commandment of all. But there's another really important one too, he said. Love your neighbors as yourself. If you obey these two laws, then you obey all the laws. And what Jesus is trying to tell us is the most important things that we can do are to love God and love our neighbors, love those people around us.
Jesus was a great teacher. Folks would come from miles around to hear his thoughts and ideas. Many people loved Jesus and listened to everything he said.
What a great teacher, man! Jesus rocks!
Let's get the t-shirt.
But there were some who did not. They were the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and the teachers of the law.
Jesus? Oh, please us. Where's his fancy teaching stick and funny hat?
This guy's a teacher? He looks more like a kitchen cabinet maker. Come on.
Actually, he's a very excellent carpenter. He did my whole dining room in birchwood, or gopher wood. I needed work on the outside, but Jesus came and did the work on the inside too. I'm a changed hand.
Even though they knuckled down every day to study the teachings of Moses, they had no love in their hearts. One day, Jesus was teaching in the temple. The Pharisees wanted to make him look silly, so they asked Jesus a very, 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 very difficult question.
And Jesus, out of all of the commandments of Moses, which is the most important?
Listen, everyone. The most important commandment has never changed.
Huh?
The Lord your God is one. Love the Lord your God with all of your heart, with all of your mind, and with all of your strength.
Ooh.
And love and care for other people in the same way you love and care for yourself.
Wow.
Big bada boom! He nailed it. Give him a hand.
Love God, love other people.
This guy really has a grasp on love, I'll tell you.
Hey, psst, pull my finger.
Kids, what's the most important rule in your house? Maybe it's to clean up after yourself. Or maybe it's not fighting with your siblings.
Well, in today's lesson, we're going to learn about the most important rule in the Bible. The Pharisees tried to stump Jesus with a question.
The Pharisees didn't really like Jesus. They were always trying to get him in trouble.
They didn't like what he was teaching, and they thought they were way smarter than him.
So one day, they decided to ask him a question and try to stump him.
They asked him what the most important commandment was, and Jesus had a great answer.
Jesus told us to love God with all our heart. That's the most important part of following Jesus. You have to have a relationship with him.
And we need to love him more than anything else. More than our toys, our favorite foods, and even our friends and families.
We need to love him with all of our hearts. And that's not all that Jesus had to say.
Jesus told us to love people like we love ourselves. How do we love ourselves? By feeding ourselves when we're hungry, or putting a jacket on when we're cold.
We give ourselves what we need, and we need to do that to others too.
We should think about what others need, and we should help them get those things.
That's pretty hard to do, but that's what Jesus wants for his followers. The whole Bible boils down to love.
When we love God, we have a good relationship with him.
When we love others, we treat them well and help them when they need it. Memory verse.
Do everything in love. That's why Jesus said that was the most important commandment.
He gives us a lot of other rules to help follow him, but this one matters the most.
When we love God and love others, we'll want to follow all of the commandments.
So kids, next time you're thinking about the most important rules in your house, think of this lesson.
And remember, we need to love God and love others.
Hey, Otto! We saved a spot for you. Otto? Otto! Otto! Oh, hi, Ada. What are you doing over there? Oh, just spending some time with God since I am part of God's family, like Pastor Donna said today. God and I will be hanging out all the time now. Yeah, me and God. God and me. Okay. Well, we'll see you later then. What? Oh, yeah, maybe. Sorry, I'm going back to praying now. Oh, we need one more player to have even teams.
I can play on both teams. I'll just run back and forth and back and forth and forth and back.
Come play kickball with us. We need one more person. Sorry, Ada. I'm busy hanging out with God. I'm pretty holy now, since we spent the whole morning together. Basically, we're best friends now. You can still play kickball with us, though. No way. Everyone knows you have to spend all of your time with your best friend. Otherwise, they're not your best friend anymore. I don't think that's how it works.
Coach, I gotta sit this one out.
Even. Yes, Tot. Now the teams are even. All right, Lord. Now I'm going to memorize some hymns. Because I love you. Sorry! A little help, Otto! Can't help memorizing hymns. Help, please. Tot, come on. I'm busy. Still busy hanging out with God, Tot. Help, please. Tot, I said... Whoa! Whoa! I'm sorry, God. I'll be right back. Aha! Again. Oy. Otto, you saved Tot. Yeah, but I ran out on God in the middle of a hymn. God would have loved what you just did. Really? Yeah. Jesus said that we're not supposed to only love God. We're supposed to love all of God's family. That's how we show our love for God. Weren't you paying attention in Sunday school? No, I was already hanging out with God in the back of class. It's where the cool kids sit. Well, cool kid, come play kickball with us. All right. But I'm pretty sure God wants me to be all-time catcher.
We're going to go ahead and do a craft heart today. So the first thing you want to do is find some paper. I have some white here, some hot pink, and some light pink. And find yourself an area. I think we're going to go ahead and use this hot pink color. You lay that paper down flat, and then you fold it over end to end and fold it in half. Go ahead and crease it all the way down. So you'll now have two sides to your paper. You'll have an open side, and you'll also have the side with the fold. You need to start your cut on the side that's the fold. And we're going to go ahead and cut a teardrop shape going up, curving around, and I'm holding the side that's folded. And I cut all the way down somewhere on the edge of that paper where it's folded, and it's going to make this ice cream cone looking shape, or this teardrop shape. When you open it up, you see you have a heart. And we're going to go ahead and decorate that heart with all those things that you love about your family and about God and about people around you. And you also have a nice picture frame left over.